Okay, this is Joe Hammerman with another in a series of trap SAT problems. This is also number 8 on the no calculator, not probably that hard a problem. One thing to notice is you have the x plus 1 and x plus 1, and so somehow you can maybe cancel that out and get 2 or something. A weaker student, below 500 below level, likely to try something like that. And that's a definite trap by putting the x plus 1, the x plus 1, you think you can cancel and get 2. I'll go over the best way of doing the problem. The best way of doing the problem is we can say y or u, y equals x plus 1, because it asks for x plus 1 anyway. So then we would have y equals 2 over y squared equals 2, then y equals plus or minus root 2. And you can substitute back x plus 1, because it's asking for x plus 1. So you see your answer would just be root 2. It doesn't give you negative root 2 as a possibility. Okay, so that's the easiest way of doing the problem. Theoretically, you could plug in the answer choices back in. That actually works. I mean, if we do, but you have to plug in for x minus x plus 1, not for x. So that's a little trap also. Okay, so you multiply both sides by 1 minus root 2, and then you get 1 minus 2 root 2 plus 2 equals 2, which is just obviously not going to work. Now you plug in root 2, and then you get root 2 equals 2 over root 2, multiply both sides by root 2, or you can rationalize the denominator here. But it's easier to multiply by, then we get 2 equals 2. This should be correct again. So we'll go over several different ways. A lot of students are going to follow the book method. Would be you multiply both sides by x plus 1. We get x plus 1 times x plus 1 equals 2. Now you're going to wind up solving a quadratic, and you get the answer for x. Then you have to add 1 to it, which is a trap. You can just write down the answer for x and not see that you need to do that. So this becomes x squared plus 2x plus 1. If you don't have trouble with foiling that, then you should work on that. I'm not going to go into detail on that. Then we get x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals 0. Now we're going to zoom out a little bit. Now from here we can use the quadratic formula, and we get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 4 is minus 4ac, so minus is positive, over 2, which is negative 2 plus or minus root 8 over 2, which is negative 2 plus or minus 2 root 2 over 2. I'm not going to go totally into how we simplify that. Basically, the square root of 8 is square root of 4 times square root of 2. Square root of 4 is 2. If you have trouble with that, that's important. You're going to need to know that for other types of SAT problems. In this case, you don't really need to do all that. Now you would factor out a 2, and this is also a little trick because you can wind up dividing wrong here, or just divide by one thing, not the other thing. And so we have negative 1 plus or minus root 2. And then you might say, oh, well, so it looks like that 1 minus root 2, which is another little trap. But we have to add 1 to that because it asks for x plus 1. So we get plus or minus root 2, and there's no negative root 2, so we can have b. Okay, so we have several different ways of doing the problem. And there's the easiest way is the one I showed you at the beginning, the definite time traps, and you square everything out. You can make a lot of mistakes and so on. Take you a lot of time. It's good to practice all the different ways because the longer ways here are useful for some other types of problems. Hi, this is my book, Advanced ACT Math. There are a lot of books that have 36 or 800 in their title. They're supposedly really advanced material, but they're not. This book goes into the hardest problems, makes them even more difficult, prepares you to get a top score on the exam, which is more difficult. It's very comprehensive, covers everything. Now, my website is here, and a lot of the material is available for free on the website. So please check it out first, and then see if you like it. You can buy the book.